more heat, cause I always put you on. And blow the spot to the very second I'm gone. Get your groove on. Now that you're tired, I hope your body be cooping, because we're keeping you moving. That's what we're doing, and you know we're gonna.
Hey y'all, welcome to my second episode of the All Is Well podcast. I appreciate you guys for watching the first episode. I got so many great responses and feedbacks from everybody that I am extremely thankful. I don't even know how I could express those in words of how thankful I am. Today's episode though is a different turn. Again, we're going to stick with transparency. We're going to stick with healing through our traumas, and we're going to stick with just being open and vulnerable. Today's episode is an episode or a discussion that I did not imagine me having or wanting or willing to discuss publicly. Most people go through it. Everybody goes through it. And in some situations, some people just never get through it. They never get over it. And they don't know how to deal with it outside of what people tell them to. And that one is called grief. But guess what? Nobody gets to tell you how to do it. Right. So, with all that being said, I don't know how I'm going to get through today's episode, but I'm going to try my hardest. And I want you to go with me through this ride. It all started in September the 1st, 2019. I lost my sister, Allison. We were 3 years apart. We are sisters because we share the same father, not the same mother. However, we were very close. Me and my sister were very close. Prior to her passing away, we always had a connection. I couldn't even tell you how. She just looked up to me, and I had the authority. Like, I was big sis all day and every day. My sister called me. She lived out Harford County at times. She would call me. I would be in the first car smoking, no matter what. I'm gonna go look out for my sister. And it is what it is. I was big sis, and I always looked out for my sister. Both of them. I actually have two sisters. I do have two sisters. I have one on my mom's side, and I have one on my dad's side. And no matter what, I look out for my sisters. I just always had that leadership of, yeah, don't play with my sisters. And that's what it was. They needed me to come out there and fight battles. I fought battles. Don't play with my sisters. That's all I can say, right? But leading up into her passing that year of 2019, so much transpired. I really was in a space of trying to figure out my shit. And in the midst of it, my sister was trying to figure out hers. She was trying to get on her career path of what she wanted to do. She wanted to get her CDLs. She wanted to go and do some things with her life. And I was all for that. I supported it wholeheartedly. But my sister used to be a person, such as me, that would give her heart to people and give her life to people and dedicate herself to others that they weren't fully dedicated or committed to her. And I used to hate watching it. I used to hate watching it because I felt like that was self-sabotage for her. But I was in a selfish space, whereas though it's like everything else outside of it, you guys have to figure it out. You guys got to figure out your own stuff, and you have to determine whether or not, or learn discernment for yourself of who you want to be in your life and who didn't. So my sister called me one time, and she had to ask me for some money. And like any other time, I would give it. However, this time I was like, no. Because I knew her situation with her mother and her brother. I knew her situation with that. And I said some things now I feel like I shouldn't have said, but I did say it. You know, I verbalized it. I just said what I felt. I'm not going to say specifically of what I said, but to anyone who knows me knows it came out just as raw and gutted as it could possibly come out. I just said it to her. And that hurt my sister's feelings to the point where I didn't even realize it really hurt my sister's feelings until I didn't speak to her for like months. Like, she would not call or text me. I would see her on Facebook and Instagram, and that would be it. We would comment on each other's stuff, but my sister just didn't talk to me. She wound up going to, and this is what I started to really get frustrated with it, is because I felt like it was starting to impede on her health. And I'm like, I felt like if something happens to you, that's going to fall on me. This is what I'm telling her. Like, this is going to fall on me. Like, you need to get it together. So I see her post something, because y'all, everybody who knows Allison, she would put everything about, like, she's one of the people that if she in the hospital bed, she posting it, okay? And I saw a post. She didn't text or call me. Now, mind you, why didn't you text or call me and tell me that you were in the hospital? And I seen a post, and I instantly called her like, yo, like, what's up? You in the hospital? Why didn't you tell me you in the hospital? What hospital are you in? And I'm big sis mad, Maryland General. Okay. I ride up there, and on the way there, I'm like, thinking to myself, like, she didn't call you. Stop trying to put yourself in these positions with her. Like, if she has to figure it out. But I'm on my way to the hospital. Go up there and see my sister. What's going on? They telling her is, blood pressure. This is what she's telling me. Right? I'm like, okay, well, you got it. I'm big. You need to choose yourself. You and Antonio. You need to choose you and your child. Like, stop choosing everybody else. This is what I'm putting in her. Like, I'm telling her this stuff. Stuff that she really didn't want to hear. Maybe she needed to hear it, but she didn't want to hear it at that moment, and especially not from me. So I was like, okay, I love you. Whatever you need, call me. Just call me. Whatever you need. After that, didn't hear nothing from her until I called to check on her. Hey, just check and make sure you're okay. Okay, didn't hear nothing from her. A couple more months went by, and she calls and texts me. She was like, sis, I got my CDLs and I got my first job. She was driving the bus. Like, she was driving people back to Atlantic City, New York, stuff like that. This is the stuff that she really wanted to do. This girl wanted her CDLs bad. So she got her CDLs and she went on to drive the bus. And that's what she was doing. And she was excited about it. She called me to tell me how excited she was to have the job. And I was excited for her. The next, few weeks, I'm like, dang, like, I'm proud of you. I'm glad you went and you executed. You went and did what you wanted to do. Next few weeks, I'm watching her post, and she's loving the travel life with it and all that. So I text her, hey, just checking, making sure you all right, or calling her, and she like, oh, I'm loading my bus. Talk to you later. But we were back in a little bit of communication, so I felt good about that. In this time, I'm in 2 weddings in the month of September of 2019. So I had a lot. I had bridal showers, bachelorette functions, stuff I'm doing with these 2 weddings. And they were back to back. And I was doing a lot. And August the 31st, I remember so vividly, I had a bachelorette night to go to. So my sister called me I'm talking about that Thursday prior. And she called me and she said, hey sis. I'm like, hey, I'm at work. Picked up, hey, what's going on? She called me and she was telling me like she was going to be in town and she wanted to talk to me. And I said, okay, well, hey, I want to talk to you too. I want to talk about, like, let's plan some stuff for the future. I'm thinking about wills and life insurances at this time for my siblings, because the year prior to that and many other times I've seen my Aunt Sherry she always was the matriarch, the person to get everybody together as far as burying them or whatever the situation is, and she was never stuck. Even if she felt like she had to depend on her siblings, she had whatever y'all contribute, but trust me, I got it. I'm dealing with it the way I need to deal with it, on the level of how she's supposed to deal with it. So in my mind, I'm thinking I should do that with my siblings, like, because I'm looking around at our parental situation. Yeah, I'm gonna be stuck. So I'm the responsible matriarch. I gotta figure this shit out, right? And so I was like, yeah, I wanted to talk to you. You got your job now. I'm excited about it. Let's try to get ourselves together for this. And before I knew it, she said, well, I just want you to know what I really, really want to talk to you about. And I said, okay, well, what's going on? Shoot your shot, sis. Tell me what's happening. Yeah. She cussed me out. She cussed me out something terrible. And when I tell you, this moment, something in my spirit told me to just be quiet. Just let her go. Let her go. Mind you, my sister has never disrespected me on this level. Ever. I can't remember a time my sister felt the need to cuss me out. I can't remember a time she felt the need. And I'm sure it's been some times where she should have cussed me out. And this time I just was like, I'm going to let her have it. I'm going to let her go ahead. And she told me how she felt about what I said. She held me accountable to that. And she just was like, no, She said, and I remember she telling me, she said, whether I needed to hear it or not, at that moment, I didn't need to hear it from you. Okay. I ate it. I ate it. As much as I wanted to respond, I ate it. And at the end, I was like, and I heard her getting emotional over the phone. And I just put my big sister pants on and was like, are you done? She was like, yeah. I said, come to my house Sunday. We going to have some crabs. We had talked, had some drinks, you know, and I love you. That was a Thursday before she died. So we never got a chance to eat crabs. We never got a chance to discuss what we so importantly needed to really discuss. Because on a Sunday at 5 o'clock in the morning, my phone is blowing up with people telling me I need to get to university. Shock trauma. My sister's on life support. Who? I just seen her on Facebook carrying her homegirl out the club. How is she on life support? What's going on? Just get here. Just get here. Okay. Driving. I called everybody that I think could love her, that loved her, that needed to know what was going on. At the time, my husband at the time driving me down, and I'm just on the phone. I'm just sitting there like, it's okay. Trying to really collect my thoughts. And then when I walk into shock trauma and I see her friends, just a blur, see her friends, and they looked up and they saw me, it was just like everybody was like, and when I see everybody in the family room and everybody just turned around and looked at me with this, for them to tell me she gone. At that moment, I still couldn't even scream. I couldn't yell. Just had to collect my thoughts because I'm in big sister mode now. I'm trying to figure out what happened. What happened? I'm trying to figure out what happened. Somebody tell me something. And the friend that she was carrying out of the club was there. And she handed me her phone like something. We were just doing this. I don't know. Everybody want to play stupid. Everybody want to play dumb. Yeah. I was angry at that moment because nobody that was with her could tell me what was going on with my sister when I'm sitting here listening to what the symptoms is and what everything else is, and I'm already, because I have over 10 years of level 1 trauma experience, I understand what just happened, and what you're saying to me does not make sense versus to what these medical professionals are telling me. So y'all not gonna tell me my sister took something and she overdosed. Nobody's gonna be honest and transparent about it, huh? Okay. Now I'm mad. Grieving. I'm angry now at this point. I'm mad at everybody. Because if I was partying with my sister and she did some shit, yeah, I'm going to slap the shit out of her because that's the person that I love. Too much shit going on out here. And I'm blind to the fact that, hey, my sister doing that? I just know she did weed. When the fuck this shit come to play? Yeah, blind to the fact. But the person that's blind to the fact had to take on all the responsibility of burying her. Grieving? Who got time for that? I got a funeral to plan. This situation took me on a spiral. My God. It was so traumatic. It was so much hurt. So much pain and so much anguish. And I'm not going to get into the details of burying her or that process, because let me tell you something, that gave me a whole new perspective on people spending thousands of dollars on funerals. I will not. Sorry, baby. You going to the funeral home, they want you to pay for the air you breathe in that mother. Nah, don't worry about it. Sidebar. Why the fuck are people paying extra money to seal a casket of a dead body? The body is gone. Why are you sealing it so the maggots won't eat? What are we talking about here? Like, what? Funeral homes are highway robbery. Don't shoot the messenger. Sorry. I just was like, what? People pay for this shit? You have to be mentally unstable if you don't understand what happens when your soul leaves your body. That is no longer yours to protect. I just don't understand it. I'm telling you, I tell my girlfriends all the time, don't buy me no, tell my kids, don't buy me no casket. Hey, listen, not hopefully, by the time I decide to leave this earth, I'm gonna have acres of land. Bury me on that shit so that we can have a tax deduction. I'm Donald Trump in my way through this life. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all so mad at that man, but y'all ain't learning nothing. I'm just saying, do not get me no casket. I don't want to be embalmed. Do not go into a funeral home and say nothing. Don't get up people my money. Put me in my land and have a nice day. Bury me like the Muslims. I'm dead serious. They got it all figured out. It takes 2 days. Why did it take 2 weeks? That's traumatic. Okay. Sorry, it's just too much. It's just too much. A process of a funeral is too much, and I really went through that. Like, I trying to find something for her to wear, making sure everybody know food. Shout out to my golden girls, Shamika, Sunny, and Brandy. Baby, let me tell you something. It wasn't a food. I was so food in my house, and what you need? I'm going to the grocery store. Anything they got up. Wherever they came from, I don't know where they came from. It was like almost they came from Neptune and provided food for my house because that Sunday that my sister passed, I was supposed to go grocery shopping. Shout out to my Aunt Sherry. What? Like, I can think of the people that was there as my rocks and my supports. My Aunt Nina. Shout out to Nita. Shout out to Crystal. Shout out to my cousins. Like, y'all really don't understand. It do take a village of people to come together to wrap their arms around you for 2.5 seconds and say, girl, get this shit together. Because for once in my life, I swear to goodness, if I have never been unstable before, I was absolutely unstable, but was trying to poise myself to look like I had it all together. I was a shit show, okay? I don't know how I managed. I don't know how it worked out, but it did. It wound up being done. Okay, casket is closed. After my sister died, I had to be in 2 weddings. I had to still keep on the face. I had no time to process everything. Still in a house. It's silent. It's time for me to grieve now. It's time for me to, I just need a day. In my brain, I'm telling myself I just need a day where I can just lay in this bed and just not move for a whole day and just let my thoughts. No. Couldn't do that. It was supposed to, I was still required at the time to be a wife. Of course, I had to be a mother. Even though I had a partner in the house that was supposed to take on that load for me for just a second, did not see me drowning. Literally, the water was here. It didn't even hit my nose yet, but it was coming. It was coming. I watched people be so selfish. I watched people be so selfish. When I tell you, when my sister died, it showed me exactly who people are. People like to be in positions just to say they're in positions. They like to be in spaces just to say they was there in the space of the time through the turmoil. I was angry. I was mad at every single body who knew my sister was out there indulging in bullshit and they ain't say nothing to me. I was mad at you. If you sat there was with her that night, I was mad at you. If you listen, anything. If you didn't show her love the way you were supposed to show her, I was mad at you. I'm angry with everybody, even myself. I'm so angry at this point in time. I don't know where to direct the energy at. So what do you think the first place that it starts to show when, listen, the macaroni and cheese gone, the chicken is gone. So when you after the repast, you don't hear from that many people no more. It's done. So who you think that energy start to project on? Your children. Your children. And that's when I realized when I started, it was Halloween. Mind you, it was damn near a month, almost 2 months after my sister died. And it was that Halloween when I literally was cussing my son out, cussing my and fussing my kids out. All because I think it was about a basketball or something at a cookout and the little white boy dunked on her. And I was mad. No, like y'all was angry. I was so angry. at that time, and it had nothing to do with nothing. I was drinking. Oh, I was tore up, and I zapped out on my kids, and that was the last time. Yeah, girl, get some help. Get some help. Ain't no way in the world you walk around here like that. Ain't no way in the world you really, no. Get some help. I've watched, and I did go to therapy. If you watched the last episode, I told you about how I went to therapy, and the whole purpose of me going to therapy originally was, hey, my sister died, I can't sleep. He's like, yeah, nah. And that's when I started the process of really getting into my mind and really understanding how to grieve. And the first thing one of the things he told me that I really, really resonate with, that nobody gets to tell you how to grieve. Stop throwing scriptures out there. That shit don't work with people. You can't throw a scripture out there and expect them to deal with stuff. That's not how life works. No, you can't sit up there and be like, every time somebody tell you, I know exactly what you're going through. No, the fuck you don't. You don't know what I'm going through, because everybody goes through it differently. Your thought process is different from my thought process. I really had to rechannel my thoughts, because my thoughts at that point in time could have put me in jail. I was going to jail eventually. Somebody was going to catch it, because it was just too much. It was too much to burden, and it was too much to bear. And then I started realizing, when I have all this to bear and there's nobody to look around, I see when people are drowning. Right? I visualize it. The people that I'm connected to and I love, if something's going on, I'm reaching out, hey babe, what's up? But you need something? But nobody saw that shit with me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm in functions like, somebody get me an anchor. My birthday, 2020. Planning my birthday like I always do. Getting it together for my girlfriends. We actually got on a train, went to DC, and went to a brunch. It was called, I think I called it like sweatsuits and sneakers or something like that. Like everybody had a sweatsuit on, and I look at those videos and those pictures now, and they had no idea. Yeah, I was depressed beyond measure. Like, I remember looking at those videos. It was my birthday. I love my birthday. It was my birthday. And I looked at those pictures and those videos, and I was watching, and everybody was surrounding me, and they would, everybody was happy, and we had a good time. But, whoa, I was so depressed, because I was like, they don't understand. Every time I'm like, trying to put on this, I'm like, yo, y'all don't even understand how I just want to give up on it all right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't want to look like a failure in life. I don't know what to do. I'm coming into these redefining moments of, why am I sad? I don't want to be sad every day. I got to figure this part of my life out. That going to therapy. Girl, why are you still trying to figure this part of yourself out? You don't have to figure it out. Go through it. Go through it. If you're angry, be angry. If you want to verbalize something, verbalize it. If you want to cry, cry. Because all our lives in our black community, we were told, okay, somebody died, whatever, we just got to get over shit. No, you don't just have to get over shit. You have to process that shit. Process it. You have to be able to let it sit with you. It was my sister's birthday. It was times I could not get out of bed. Like, literally, this year was the first year that I got up and did not cry. September the 1st has not gotten here yet. However, every September the 1st, I get this funk, because it's like a remembrance of that day. I didn't expect to lose her. I thought we had more time. I thought she'd be wiping my ass when I get into the senior building. Bitch, I'm blinded with dementia. I thought you was supposed to be doing that shit for me. And here it is, I have to bury you. Bitch, I'm mad at you. I gotta go through this. Because in that moment, you can only be selfish. You can only be selfish. But not thinking the shit my sister been through. She tired as fuck. I used to blame myself, because I'm like, I should have just been more receptive so she can talk to me more. That way she wouldn't have to indulge in bullshit. She did it anyway. That was her choice. My sister made a decision. No sympathy, no, you made a decision, baby. And that wasn't the first time you made that decision. Remember I told you about the first time that she went to the hospital, and and I see that she didn't tell me because she made a decision, and that almost cost her her life. I just didn't know, unbeknownst to me. She didn't want to tell me. She was afraid to tell me. She did not want me to be disappointed in her. She did not want me to not love her. And I don't know why she would have thought that, because I would have never not loved her. I probably would have slapped the shit out of her, but I would have not loved her. I love my sister. I love both my sisters. from a child. That's all I'm a protector. The best way I could. And I couldn't protect her from that. And I had to rebuild myself and redefine myself in those moments to say, hey, it's okay. Every day I process it. Every day I deal with it. Every day I'm living with it. I learned to embrace love more than anything. I learned discernment. I learned some people in life, and when we look at this death thing, people look at death as if it's like, oh, you died and you should have did this prior. And stop looking at it that way too, because you can't change the past. You can only function on the future. And that's how you remain stuck and unstable, when you continue to register through the past. I lost my sister to something I would have never thought I would have lost my sister to. And I harbored over it a lot until one of my last therapy sessions, he just was like, you have come a long way, but it's like, when are you going to learn to forgive yourself for all the things that you couldn't fix, or all the things that you didn't? Can't change it. You only can move forward and create the life for yourself that you want to do now. My sister's gone. I only have left, I have her urn. I am still my sister's keeper. I have a piece of her lock. And memories. And because Brandy, my friend Brandy, she was so sweet, she actually got this, and this is this I still hear my sister's voice. If you heard it, she's saying resonate positive energy. That's what she's saying. And that's the last voice I have of my sister. I have these things. I have memories. But I do know she does not have to deal with the pain that she was dealing with anymore. She does not have to deal with the frustration and the disappointment of people in her life, because she was very disappointed. People have disappointed her. She didn't deserve half the shit she went through. She did not. Not from the people that she loved, man. People she loved and tried to reconnect with, and you just shun her. She didn't deserve that. All is well. All is well. All is fucking well. But yeah. It was hard. It was hard. All is to say, do not allow anyone to tell you how to grieve or how long you should be grieving. It takes time in the process. My suggestion to you is learn. Not dwell. Learn how to live through it and still be happy. Still find your place. Find your space. Take your time. You do not have to rush out here and go back out into society. You do not. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you have to. Take your time and learn what it is that you need to learn with this lesson of death, because it comes with a lesson. And a lot of it is to rebuild you or try to figure something out with yourself. As selfish as that may be, understandably, that's what it's here to do. We're not supposed to be that connected to each other. That's what they say. We are supposed to be willing to let these people go. However, it's a part of us that we don't want to let them go that soon. So now what is it here to teaching us? Do not allow it to not put you in position to grow from it. Don't harbor it and become bitter and become selfish in a way where as though it keeps you from allowing yourself to be loved and to love others. I hope my story of me losing my sister the way that I did helps someone else, because I'm still healing from it and still growing from it. Listen. I can't tell you nothing other than that. And I don't want to be a person to tell people how to do it, because you don't know. It's no lesson to that shit. It's no hard lesson. But you have to come to peace with yourself about it. That's the only way you're going to survive. And eventually, you're going to have to get rid of the shoulda, woulda, couldas, because you didn't. And it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change the fact that that person is no longer here. It's not going to change the fact that we could have had more time. What I want us to leave here with today, and it is power in healing, and it is power in grief. And this could go for a person, a place, a relationship, a thing. Grieve it. That's the only way you're going to heal from it. I will always love my sister. Stupid. Is this what you wanted? You're so tough. I remember her. You so why you always gonna be so tough and so mean? Well, you fucking listen. Sorry, no. No, seriously though, I will always love my sister. Yes, I could wish that she was here with me right now, enjoying seeing her nephew graduate, her first nephew graduate from high school, seeing my daughter, her and my daughter were really close, you know, seeing her raised, and as a beautiful young woman that she is, I wish she was here to see it all. And my divorce, because she the one told me that I was going to end up divorcing him. So I should have listened to you too. That's neither here nor there. Anywho, but as I'm saying this right now, and I kind of got off track, but I'm saying this to anyone that's going through it. Learn to laugh. Continue to find your way. Continue to find your purpose and your smile. Continue to heal through it. It's not your fault. Find out what it is that is purposeful and how it can heal and grow for anybody. It's not your fault. Forget the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Worry about what you can do in your future. Change the narrative. That's how we grow. That's how we heal. Thank you for tuning in to All Is Well. Remember, even in these circumstances, everything works out for our greater good. Remember that. Never forget that part. Tune in next time as we will discuss some other topics. Remember to go like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all the love and feedback. Thank you.